I was watching a video, man. Somebody sent me on IG. The homie Ice Cube was sitting up, man, talking to these chicks, man. I think it's the Women of Soul podcast, something like that. Soul Food podcast, something crazy like that. And the homie was talking to these women, man, and they were asking him why they didn't hear anything about black women in the agenda when he was talking to Trump and he was doing all these things, talking to these politicians. You know, he's getting a lot of backlash for that right now. And he said, okay, you know what? I'll do that for y'all. I'll do what y'all want me to do. I'll get in there and I'll speak about the black women and speak about the agenda for black women in there. I'll write that up for y'all. How many pages y'all want it? And they started to talk about this and that. And he said, now see, that's the problem. I'm giving y'all an opportunity pretty much to come in and do what y'all supposed to do what y'all need to do. Y'all the experts on black women. So why y'all sitting back just waiting on me to do something instead of helping me? That's the problem. Y'all don't want to help. Y'all just want me to do it. Now, what this shows, man, is that when it all boils down, women don't really want to do the work to get the result. They just want the result. And they believe that if black men are really men and we're really kings and we really love our people and all of this, then we'll put in the work for them. Only problem is, after we put in the work, they want to take the credit and accolades for the work and use the work against us in any way they can. Let's take a deep dive on this one. But first, let's elevate to a higher plane. Prepare for takeoff. Now, the bottom line is this. No matter what we say, no matter what we do, we have to understand the truth of the reality that we live in this particular society, in this particular day. It has been shown over and over again that the majority of black women view us as their enemy. But amazingly, when the opportunity comes to complain about something, now mind you, I'm going to play this soundbite from this. I'm actually going to play the video, little short clip. And you will see how condescending this woman is talking to Ice Cube, man. A well-accomplished guy, well-respected in Hollywood, well-respected in music, just well-respected in business. He's a well-respected guy who's done a lot of things and created a lot of jobs for a lot of people. And the way she's talking to him like he's do-dirty from around the corner, man, standing in front of the store asking for change. But I want y'all to watch this exchange, man, and we'll come back and chop it up.
I just want you to know, as black women, how we would feel with, there's no mention specifically of black women in the contract of Black America. They do have to
stand on top of that. I just told you you can write that up. If you
we're not out here jumping on calls.
We all black, so we all.
We're not meeting up with Jared Kushner and Donald Trump about this. You are. So you can't say, well, if you don't like it, add to it. You're out here. You took that job. You took that position to lead this. So like, don't say.
I'll write up the black woman's part of the contract for you.
Yeah,
how many words do y'all want it to be? The thing is, you guys are the experts, but here we go again. You just want to talk. Nobody want to help me. Just want to talk. But y'all the experts on black women, so why won't y'all help me? See, that's the problem.
Now, what you saw here was a prime example of the condescending attitude that black women have toward black men, no matter what level of education or what level of success or anything that a black man has accomplished. And I take that back. They tend to respect the black man who has accomplished a level of education, even if he's broke, more than they do a guy like Cube, who's from the hood and made good and turned himself into what he is today. But I want you to look at one thing. This is the main thing I want you guys to focus on. When he says, I'll write what y'all want to write about the black woman, anybody who was in their right mind would say, nah, bro, I got that part. You don't really know what I want you to say. You know what I'm saying? I put it together. You just present it to him for me. That's what I would say. That's what you would say. That's what most logical and reasonable, prudent men would say. But these women, not one woman, not two, not three, But 4 women sat right here, and not one of them said, no, don't worry about it. We got our own agenda. We just need you to perpetuate it and push it for us. See, the problem is they don't have an agenda. Their agenda is to capitalize on anybody's position they can to move themselves forward. They don't want to move an agenda forward. They want to move themselves forward. Really, they just want to hear themselves mentioned in the agenda. You see, one minute, like, well, you talking to Trump. Boo, Ice Cube, you talk to Trump. The next minute, well, can you push our agenda next time you talk? Then the next minute, we don't have an agenda. We want you to write it up. We want you to figure out what to say. We want you to represent us. Oh, wait a minute. You want Ice Cube to represent you as a group? But I guarantee you, neither one of you will listen to your husband and let your husband represent you as his wife in the real world. But for you, all of a sudden, you're our people now. When the opportunity comes to represent us, you don't want to do it. All you want to do is bark out orders to a brother. Now, who are you? Any of those women on that panel, who are they to bark out orders to Ice Cube? To talk to the man who can actually meet with the politicians as if he works for them, as if they control him, as if whatever they've accomplished can put them in the position that he's in to be able to even sit down with the president or be able to sit down with any other politician on a high level. See, there's a lot of complaining that black women do all of the time. Y'all do a lot of complaining about everything. No matter how good it is, y'all will find a complaint in it. And frankly, black men are sick of it. Absolutely sick of it. Because no matter what we do, no matter what we accomplish, no matter what we set out to do, and no matter how much we try to include you in our plans, you're either going to throw a monkey wrench in our plans, or you're going to be the liaison where the enemy of our success can throw a monkey wrench in our plan. You don't want our help. You want us to carry you. You don't want to be a part of our team. You want to be the captain of the team, the owner of the team, the coach of the team, and you call the plays while we go out on the field and do all the work, and then at the end, you reap all the accolades. The problem is, we're getting to the point now where we're starting to realize that as black men, we're in this out by ourselves. All we have is one another. And that's not saying much because we can't even get along. But we do know, unlike white men, unlike Asian men, unlike Hispanic men, unlike African men, unlike Cuban men, our women don't support the moves we make. Because they think that we're like them and we're only out to push our own agenda. No, we're out to push the agenda of our people. But we're slowly starting to realize that though we may include you in that distinction, you don't include yourself. See, I've heard many black women tell me that you all have a different struggle than we do. That y'all got two things. Y'all got to be black and y'all got to be a woman and blah, blah. But let me tell you something. Before you're a woman, you black. When you were in the womb, before your parents even knew what you were going to be, they knew one thing. They knew you were going to be black. So yes, we're all in this together. But what you black women have to understand that you're going to come our way or you're going to go do your own thing. But no longer will you use our strength. Will you use our knowledge? Will you use our willingness to fight for our rights to benefit your own agenda? If you want to roll with the black man, you better come over here and roll. Because we're going this way. And if you're going that way, well, just understand you're not going where we're going. It's a long road, whichever way you go. And the further you go that way, the further you're going to get away from us. And I can guarantee you that we will not turn around and come back to get you. So you better get off your high horse. You better stop thinking you all that. You better stop elevating yourself beyond the level that you're actually on. You better learn how to bow down. You better learn how to submit. You better learn how to back up and take a back seat and let us black men do our thing. Because we're going to get it done with or without you. And unfortunately, you can't say the same thing. As black women, you're not going to get it done without us. You don't strike any fear in anybody's heart without us. Nobody's going to step and fetch and kowtow to you without us. But we will not be the ones to step and fetch and kowtow. We are going to the promised land, and we will lead you there. But we will be leading, and you will be following. Y'all comment down below and let me know what you think about this topic, man. I look forward to hearing what you men have to say. I'm out.